All right, so last week we had Dan here, so we will have to just fill in Dan
Dude,
and update the score as
look,
it goes.
we'll go say this about Dan. Dan's picking the Cowboys against the Giants,
I'm
but
going
I think it's
to
pretty safe. We might all be picking the
I'm going
Cowboys.
to make sure I keep the score tallied up this time perfectly. All right, so Dolphins Bills, that game we all picked the Bills. In which case, Austin, if you could also wait, no, I have them all picked up here. Never mind. So the Bills all won that game, so all four of us get a point. Then we had the Jaguars Bengals, in which case Dan and Cole picked the Bengals, and me and Austin picked the Jaguars, in which case the Jaguars won by 10.
Dude, I'm all in on Gardner Minshew.
I think he's pretty cool. I actually like him a lot.
Dude, I heard there was like a report saying he might win AFC Rookie of the Year, or what is it? How do they do it?
I think it's off. Well, there is offensive rookie of the year, and there's also defensive rookie of the year, and then there's offensive player of the year, and then there's defensive player of the year.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying like Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, rookie. There's that.
There was a report saying like that kid might win.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. He's having a hell of a year. Although, yeah, that's true. And then we have Vikings Lions. We had myself and Dan picking the Lions, and Austin and Cole picking the Vikings. And the winner of that game was gotta find it, Vikings.
I'm pretty sure it was the Vikings because they have.
Yes, the Vikings. So another one for that.
Don't pick the Vikings anymore.
Feels so good to be right and Ryan be wrong.
That's hilarious that you think that is what is happening.
I'll be dead honest. Kirk Cousins is not going to play that well for much longer.
So here I marked one. So okay, everybody should be at 1 equal now, I believe, because we all have even. Then we had Raiders Packers. We all picked the Packers, and the Packers ended up destroying the Raiders that game.
Lost. Oh my god.
That was a great game.
That was really annoying to see Aaron Rodgers do what he did again.
No, I can't say that. I might get in trouble.
And then we have the Rams and Falcons. The only person who picked the Rams was Dan. Everyone else picked the Falcons, and Dan was right, actually. What a call.
Remember, this is 2 weeks ago.
True.
So, but like, think about it. Everybody thought Matt Ryan was going to have a bounce-back game, and we were all wrong.
My God, did he look terrible.
But now he's hurt, so it doesn't matter.
Matt Moore is a Falcons starter. If you have Falcons players, be careful.
Yeah, he might die, and Ryan's got a mouthful of Chinese or something.
Apologies. I very apologize. But if you do have Falcons players, make sure you remember Matt Ryan is starting this week.
He is starting?
Oh, no, Matt Moore is starting this week, not Matt Ryan.
I was going to say.
Apologies. All right, so then...
I don't know. Jimmy G got me 50 points this week.
That is insane, actually.
Texans.
Texans...
he threw 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, he had a great game Thursday. It was wild. And then we had the Texans-Colts. I was the only one to pick the Colts over the Texans, and the Colts won. So once again, I'm right, as per usual.
Brissett's looking pretty good.
He is. Niners skins, 4 for the Niners. Not shocking at all. All to the Niners. And then we had the Cardinals-Giants. Cole was the lone person to pick the Cardinals that week, and he was...
Right.
Right, actually, with one single touchdown win. Congratulations. Yeah, I know. It's pretty shocking to me, too.
Well, I figured in that game since Saquon came back, I was like,
I really thought the Giants were looking better, and I thought they were going to beat the Cardinals, especially because the Cardinals didn't look good right then.
Heck.
That's adorable.
But the Giants have started to fall off once again, which is kind of sad.
They weren't good to begin with.
I know. There's a stretch, though. There was a stretch that they looked decent.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Tennessee and the Chargers. We had myself picking the Titans, and everyone else picked the Chargers, and it was the Titans who win. So once again, Ryan with another fantastic pick. I have to say something
about
myself.
Great right now.
Yeah, Austin, you are in last right now.
Hey, it's okay.
And then we had this.
Actually, I'm gonna say this right now.
Yeah.
Before we started keeping score, I honestly only missed like if we were keeping track way ahead of time, it'd be pretty even.
Yeah, probably if you'd been keeping track the whole time, I'll give you that. The next game we had the Saints and Bears, a big game. Me and Cole picked the Saints. Austin and Dan picked the Bears. Their winner was the Saints. Ooh.
The Bears look like
killed them.
Yeah, that was a little rough game for Mitch Trubisky on that one for sure.
Dude, he needs. I don't know. What
They need. I don't know what they need to do there, but they need to.
they just need a quarterback.
Then we had the Ravens Seahawks. All 4 of us picked the Seahawks. I am so sad about this because I bet on this game later on in the day, picking the Ravens and
It
won.
was really good.
But that was a hell of a
Didn't get it
game.
for
We were all wrong on that one, surprisingly
Lamar's
so.
Game
looking
was
good, dude.
annoying.
Yeah, Cole had a rough game on that one. They could not tackle Lamar. The Seahawks defense could not stop him at all.
Good.
And then we had Eagles-Cowboys, a big game in which the Cowboys blew out the Eagles, and Dan and Cole called the Cowboys winning that one, so they will both get a point. I really thought the Eagles were going to step up a bit more, and they completely got destroyed. That was very sad.
Maybe you should have thought about it a little more.
I'm so sad about this next one, I'll be honest with you boys.
What happened?
We had the Patriots versus the Jets.
What did you think was
did you
going
pick
to
the
happen?
Jets?
And I thought this would be
You
maybe
picked
the
the Jets?
one game the Jets
Ryan,
might actually win
Ryan, every
against
point
the
you
Patriots.
have, every point you have, subtract it for Patriots.
And
Subtract-
I said, look, they always lose one game they shouldn't. I thought maybe with the Jets coming off a big game against the Cowboys, tearing them apart, maybe they'd have a chance, and it was 33-0. And
You
it
heard
wasn't
what
even
you
close.
heard what Sam Darnold said. I'm seeing ghosts.
I'm seeing ghosts after picking the Jets. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, you're seeing. Dude, you didn't roll that
Oh
out. That's
man,
good.
yeah, that was a hard
Cole, I
L.
make a movement to remove all of his points after.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I don't know about that. I have very fair picks, I believe. I
I
am.
heavily second this.
Heavily second this.
We'll have to get Dan to approve it.
Well, we only need one more.
So the last pick was technically the Thursday night of last week, which we picked ahead of time with the Redskins Vikings. We had 4 for the Vikings. All 4 of us
mean,
were
yeah.
correct, of course.
Wow, we got
So-
the easiest one of the week right.
I know, right? What a shocker. So, coming down all to it, I'm very sad to not happy at all to admit that we have Cole in first place with
Oh yeah.
one more win than myself and Dan and and Austin in last with 3 less wins than everyone else.
Hey man, can't get them at all.
I'd like to thank the Academy. Also, I'd like to thank Ryan for being a fucking idiot.
I would have been tied if I hadn't picked the Jets!
Dude, you picked the Jets.
I know! Why did I pick the freaking
Everybody
Jets,
picked the
dude?
Patriots. What's wrong with
What the hell? I'm so stupid. I'd be tied for first.
That might have been worse than the butt pummel game for the Jets. Honestly, that was so bad.
Yeah, that was
I
really
mean, are you
bad.
talking about for Ryan? Because yeah,
Wow. Thank
bad
you.
pick.
Hey, I got 3 ones right that you got wrong, Austin. Let's talk about that.
Okay, let's just take a minute and let's go back and watch all the other shows and see how many times I got it right before you did.
Why don't we just watch the Jets game again? Because just watch Ryan lose.
I really
Ryan,
don't want to watch
for
that.
every point.
For
the
every
Jets
interception
score,
Sam Darnold threw, you lose a point.
you lose a point.
Wow.
Wait,
That's
didn't he throw 4?
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
I don't want to be in last place.
You're -1 at this point.
All right, so we did not do week 8. We will skip
I'm just
those
kidding.
and
I did pretty bad in my picks. Real bad.
we will go down to week
Don't
9
worry, boys, I'm not catching up
games.
either.
So technically we've already had Thursday night, so we'll skip Thursday night's game of the 49ers Cardinals. 49ers squeaking by a win against the Cardinals there, which was surprising, but they did get the win nonetheless.
I won't lie. I forgot who I picked for the NBA championship.
Oh no.
I know for a fact I said the Trailblazers looked good, and then
I
said
think I
just
picked the
because Damian
Trailblazers.
Lillard-
to
Probably
be
picked
honest.
Clippers.
No, I didn't pick. I think I may have picked the Lakers. I have to go back and we'll have to go back and look at it another time. But I know this for sure. I said my initial pick before the season started was I said the Trailblazers because I think Damian Lillard can do it. And then I heard his rap and I was like, never mind. I
I
his
heard
mixtape,
his
I was like,
rap.
nope, just kidding. I heard his mixtape.
Wow.
I was like, nope, nope, changing. I think I picked the Lakers, but whoever I picked the second time is who I'm gonna stick with. So,
So you dropping the
Somebody-
Trailblazers?
dude,
Confirmed?
I dropped. No, I already. Did.
Oh, okay.
I swear to you, I picked another team. I think I picked the Lakers.
Gotcha.
But since the season started, I'm going to say I'm not switching from whoever I picked the second time.
Okay.
But if I didn't pick a second time, I'm not gonna. Well, I kind of want to pick, but I also don't want to be like that
Dude,
guy. It's
it's-
like, oh yeah, I'm a bandwagon on somebody. It's like, nah, bro.
Well,
I just don't pick the Trailblazers anymore. That's all I'm saying.
Just don't pick the. Oh, to sum it all up. All right, are we gonna go into the NBA topics now, or dude? You want to?
No, we need to do our picks for this
All right, all right. So, we have starting out because we're gonna skip this Thursday. We have the Texans Jaguars at 9:30 a.m.
Well,
tomorrow.
that's because they play in London.
Exactly. So
I'm picking the Texans
Texans.
because I think the Texans are a better team than they've been playing the past few weeks.
Yeah, they've been playing a bit rougher than I thought recently.
I mean, yeah,
True.
true.
The Jaguars squeaked out a win against the Bengals, but then I believe they lost
They
last week, or they actually
squeaked.
kind of, yeah. But they also beat the Jets pretty handily. Then again, the Jets are terrible. So,
I mean, you picked the Jets over the Patriots.
shut up. That was like one time.
Just saying.
This is Cole's best dream, by the way, just for the record.
Can't be careful.
I love how it was the deciding game to give me the.
Oh my god.
That makes it so much better.
God.
All right, next. Go to the
All
next
right,
one.
so we got 3 for the Texans. Just making sure I get that right. All right,
Ooh.
so next game, Bears Eagles. We have Mitch Trubisky on a rough streak recently.
Oh, dude, I actually don't know because both these
play.
teams suck.
These Carson Wentz look really bad too.
He
Like
is.
I'm not inclined to pick either. The Bears defense doesn't even look that great, which is really shocking.
Yeah, that is the bad part. Like, no, the Bears
Look,
defense. looks
the
good
Chargers
now.
beat the Bears by 1 point. That should say everything you need to know right now.
The Chargers have had so many props here. Phil
Oh my
the
lord.
same.
No, it
It's
doesn't.
almost time. Like, it's time for him to go. Honestly,
It's
I hate to
definitely.
say it because I do like Phil. Phil is an underrated quarterback for
He
what
is.
everybody gives him. Yeah, we give him credit like every now and then, but he deserves a lot more than he gets. I think
Yeah.
he's really good, but I think
I mean,
he's,
he
like,
puts
kinda
up the
like, man,
numbers,
he's on
but
the
this year
downfall.
has been rough.
Well, that's because he has no wins.
So, who are we going with here, boys? Because this is a hard one.
Well, let me pick last.
All right, I will take the first plunge. I'm gonna go. I think the Bears have a comeback game. I think that what's his face, Matt Nagy has been taking it in the fist basically by the media this past week, and I think he's gonna be pissed. And the Eagles haven't shown me really anything this year to give them a win, so I got the Bears.
Eagles.
Cole's going Eagles. There's the split.
Now here's what's hard for me because both the defenses suck. Mitchell Trubisky is not a good quarterback from what we've seen recently.
He was decent last year, but it's like he's falling off a cliff all of a sudden.
Dude, I'll give one person this credit.
What's that?
I've only really heard one person like stick to it that Mitchell Trubisky is not good, and from what we've seen, he's been right.
Oh
Like
no.
I don't like this guy. Skip Bayless actually got this right. I was like, my mind is blown.
I mean,
He's like, they asked Skip, hey, what do you grade the Bears on for drafting Mitchell Trubisky? And he's like, a D-, and I was like, huh. I'm like, yeah, he's right.
well, to be
But
fair,
I'm like, let's grade the Eagles' defense. F. I'm like, well, shit. I don't know who to pick.
look at the Bears, right? Their last game they played against the Chargers, they gave up 17 points to the Chargers, who had not done anything against anyone this year, right?
Well, here's the thing, though, because honestly, Carson Wentz is a little bit better than Phillip Rivers right now.
Yeah. Probably.
But
Well-
Wentz doesn't have a deep threat right now either.
Well, he has no running back either, and that's another big problem. Also,
It's-
the Eagles' defense, literally, their secondary is the worst in the
Is
league
the
right
worst.
now.
Yeah,
It
that's why
is
I'm like,
the worst.
F.
So I mean,
Or F.
this if any game was gonna be a Mitch breakout game this year, it would be against the Eagles. That's why I'm picking the Bears.
Because Carson, thing is, Carson can get into a shootout with.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I feel like the Bears defense is much better than it's played recently, though.
I'm gonna go with Cole. I think.
And we have
I
two
think
for
it's
the
gonna get-
Eagles.
I think it's gonna get to a shootout with
All right.
Mitch and Carson. I think Carson outguns him.
You think Carson outguns him? So we got two for the Eagles. This could be a deciding factor next week. All right, interesting. Now moving on, Vikings Chiefs.
You said Mahomes is
Big
playing
game in
this
the
week?
NFC. Patrick Mahomes should be playing in the NFC from everything I've read.
Well, here's another thing though, because Kirk Cousins, like we're not seeing Kirk Cousins be good. We're seeing the teams he's playing be bad.
Yeah, that's true. Look, all I know is Patrick Mahomes is activated officially now, but also all his backups. So if there's any slight indication he's not feeling it, he might not go. But he should be going.
That's his name, right? Matt Moore.
Matt Moore is his backup, yeah.
Yeah, but I think we've seen them beat the Broncos with them. They beat the brakes off the Broncos.
Well, the Broncos are terrible.
Well, but I mean, the Vikings really aren't that great either.
Here's the thing: Kirk Cousins has looked very good recently.
Yeah, but again, like I said, he literally who are the 3 teams he played?
Yeah, they haven't been that great defenses.
No, I'm saying actually name. Like I know he played the. He got the Lions.
Last week he played the 2 weeks ago he played the Lions. I'm not sure who he played last week.
I'm pretty sure he played the Redskins.
I believe.
No,
last week he played the Redskins. 2 weeks ago he played the Lions, and then before that he played the Eagles. All with bad defenses.
Horrible defense.
Horrible defenses, pretty much.
But what happened when he played good defense?
Well, at the same time, they also weren't throwing as much when he was playing good defenses, so it's kind of give and take. Plus, the Chiefs' defense isn't great.
No, they're not great. So it's like, but also if Mahomes is good, Mahomes can outgun him any day of the week.
Obviously. But
so it's like this is another toss.
I think the Vikings' defense is a lot better than the Chiefs in many ways.
On that, but
And just for the record, in case this matters, it is in Kansas City.
Chiefs.
Cole automatically picks the Chiefs.
I think the Chiefs could win regardless of who's starting at quarterback.
Really?
I right on.
All right. So we got.
The Viking defense isn't great either. They're not the best.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the offense is built enough to like have a.
Mahomes tends to play really good in daytime games and kind of a little bit less in the prime time, and he's playing in the at mid like 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna go Chiefs on this one because I think
we're all gonna go Chiefs.
I think he's gonna do a lot better in the what do you call it, the prime time, or not the prime time slot, in the daytime. Yeah, the afternoon slot, right? Good. All right, so then we move on. Colts and Steelers.
I got the Colts.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to follow
because
suit.
the Steelers defense sucks and Pressett's just gonna ruin it.
Yeah, I don't really see how the Steelers possibly win this. Their defense isn't good enough.
Ben's still hurt. Supposedly Mason Rudolph's gonna start.
Ben's out for the season, my guy.
Yeah, I know he's not gonna play.
Oh, I just didn't know.
That's
Okay,
the
I was
point.
making sure you knew.
How's the
Call
Colts
of
run
Duty-
defense?
Run defense? It's actually not that high. Their
And
pass
James
defense is
Conner's
much
out
better.
because he's not gonna. They really think he's not gonna play tonight.
I'm not entirely sure what the Colts' run defense is. I just know that their pass defense is much better than their run defense, but I can check that out real fast.
I really don't think James Conner's playing.
Okay, so actually,
reported down.
the Colts are the fourth
Yeah.
best run defense in the league. So
Colts.
never mind. All right, 3 for the Colts. So moving on, we have the Jets and the Dolphins.
God.
I
both
know.
Oh.
The
This
Jets
is the
could
one
throw
game
this
the
game,
Jets
they
could
throw
win.
this game and get first pick. They could throw this game and get first.
It's certainly possible.
Dude, I mean, I'm serious. Like they should have just traded. They should have just traded Le'Veon.
Yeah.
Gotten some like absolute running back
Oh, we really should have.
and just like told them, all right, look, just dive the line every time. Every time.
I'm not sure if they went to get Le'Veon just because they wanted to build something around Darnold, but they have no O-line.
Well, I think they thought like, oh, this could be a year for us. Like we've got a good quarterback. They thought.
They
Keyword
thought.
Well, they're like, oh, we got a good quarterback. We got a
Yeah.
good running back. That's all we really need. And our defense isn't too bad. And they're like, all right, cool.
Yeah. Very disappointing year for them, I gotta be honest.
No,
I think it starts with their head
kinda
coach
figured
because
they
their
weren't gonna be
offense is
good.
they have no receivers at all. Robbie Anderson's their best receiver. He's a WR2 on most teams at best.
I can't think of a reason to give either of these teams an edge. Like, there's just nothing. There's
Dude,
nothing I
it's
like
like-
about either team.
Well, the
You
Jets
have to-
did beat the Cowboys.
Well, no, I'm gonna say this much though.
That
I'm
was
gonna
a bit
pick
of an
the
outlier.
I'm gonna pick the Jets
True.
solely for the fact that
Yeah.
we saw the Dolphins. Like the Dolphins were beating Pittsburgh 14-0 at one point, right?
Yeah, they were at
So-
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but so what happened when they called it when they were at like I'm pretty sure they were like in Pittsburgh territory. They called like a jailbreak blitz.
Oh, for the love of God, I have no idea why they did this. I
well,
still
no,
don't know.
it's just proof they're tanking.
No, I know. The Dolphins literally gave up a
gotta pick the Jets.
50-yard touchdown for no reason at all.
I gotta pick the Jets because when it's 3rd and 10, you call a jailbreak. It's like, or what was it, cover 0? It's just like, yeah. What's the point?
I can't. Is this in? Yeah. Okay. So this is in Miami. That's what I thought.
Jets.
So
I'm with Cole. I really don't want to pick this
I
one.
might have to pick a tie. Now I'll go with
I
the
might have to pick a tie. Okay. So I'm gonna go.
Base.
I'm gonna do the dumb thing again this week.
Don't pick the Dolphins. You know it's not gonna work. They're legitimately trying. They are trying to go 16-0. Or 0-16. I'm giving you legitimate reason.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help.
All right. You know what? Fine. I'll pick the Dolphins. Only because. Only because.
He was telling you to
I
pick
mean, the Jets. The Jets.
I was
Fuck.
gonna say.
Sorry, I said the wrong word. I'm only picking the Jets because the Dolphins don't have any talent, and the Jets at least have some talent.
We
So
have
that's
something.
literally
one
my.
talented player.
And now we get an even better game: Redskins Bills.
Dude, the Bills.
Bills.
If the Redskins win, I'll be.
3 for
I'll
the
just
Bills
straight
right
be
there.
blown away.
I'd be stunned
be-
if the Bills' second ever loss besides the Patriots comes to the Redskins. Their season is done. Period.
All right, what's next?
Titans Panthers.
Dude, I don't know.
Panthers. But again, this might be the most boring game of the week. I think I'd rather watch Jets Dolphins than this.
Well, I don't.
If it helps at all,
Just to see how much McCaffrey can do.
true. If it helps at all,
Dude,
it's
I don't-
at Carolina.
I still don't.
I don't
Both
think
these
that
teams
helps
are
much,
good.
but I mean McCaffrey's the only reason the Panthers are good.
Yeah, but he's probably enough to carry them past the Titans. Honestly.
Probably they do have Ryan Tannehill, who has looked better. I'm not saying he's good, but he has looked better than Mariota. So I mean, it's an improvement, I guess.
I'll pick the Panthers.
I'm still going the Panthers because I don't see how the Titans' defense or offense
I
is
think
enough.
McCaffrey's just enough.
I don't. All right, this one's actually a good game. Lions Raiders.
Watch McCaffrey get injured in the first quarter.
Then it's just over.
I'm gonna go Lions because the Lions actually don't look too bad.
Who are they playing?
They have a tough
Raiders.
schedule.
Lions Raiders.
They just have a
The
legitimate
Raiders.
Raiders. All right, so we got one for the Lions, one for the Raiders. Austin goes for the Lions. Cole for the Raiders, and I'm gonna go. The Raiders have looked better recently. I think they kind of to me, they're both equally the same. They both should be doing.
bad and good.
Well, they're both doing worse than they should be, but they look really good
Yo, but
sometimes.
the Lions have a harder schedule.
Yeah.
The Lions play
Also, I believe the Lions had a major injury. Also, they have no running backs right now. That's a big
yeah,
problem.
but Matt Stafford's fine.
And Matt Stafford's
I
playing like
can
a
trust
god.
him.
I'm gonna go.
I can trust him.
I'm gonna actually go against my
trust-
quarterback this week and go with the Raiders. I'm gonna follow Cole, which is very weird for me to do.
Ugh,
Yeah,
stop.
and it doesn't feel good either. I know. All right, Buccaneers Seahawks.
Seahawks. The Bucks are trying to tank too.
Jameis Winston's
Russell.
coming back,
Russell.
boys.
Russell, I need 50 this week.
50.
Yeah, he
Good
needs Jimmy G
Lord.
numbers because that's what I got.
All right, Cole's favorite matchup of the week: Packers Chargers.
Packers.
Yeah, I don't see how the Chargers possibly win that one.
Who's even in the Chargers secondary?
Don't they still have what the hell's his name? That really good corner, but I
Derwin
can't.
James?
Him, but there's also another one, and I
Isn't
can't
he
remember his
injured?
name. I can't remember his name right now, and it's gonna make me mad. I really can't remember his name, and it's making me mad. That's annoying. Defense, D. Casey Hayward, that's it. Desmond King and Casey Hayward.
Deadass looked that up.
Literally had to look it up. I literally could not remember that to save my life. And
Monte can destroy them if he's healthy enough.
okay. All right, so we all three picked the Packers. Now on to Browns Broncos.
Oh, God.
God. I don't know.
There's some rough matchups this week, boys.
Who's even the Broncos quarterback? Flacco's out.
Do you want me to tell you? Because you won't know his
I
name.
don't even think I'm going to
Yeah, go
recognize
ahead.
his name. I don't think I'm
The
gonna
Broncos quarterback is Brandon Allen.
Who? The guy who went, no, Josh Allen went to Wyoming.
No. Brandon Allen is the fifth string that got signed from the practice squad off of the Steelers.
Oh.
Gosh.
They're not even starting their brand new rookie that they got in the 5th round, apparently, for some reason.
Is anyone injured on the Browns?
Not that I'm aware of.
No, but Nick Chubb's gonna run all over that defense.
Odell's unhappy probably where he's currently.
Please do that, Nick. Swear to God. if you
Broncos
fumble
defense is
another 80-yard
abysmal.
run, I'll kill you.
This game is.
If he fumbles another 80-yard run, I'll kill him.
All right, look. So you got the Cleveland Browns who are 2-5 at the Denver Broncos who are 2-6.
The Browns win.
I think the Browns win, but I think only because the Broncos don't have a quarterback. Even with Flacco, they don't have a quarterback, so I got the Browns.
I mean, yeah, give me the Browns.
This is horrible. All right, now this is the game we're all been waiting for. Patriots Ravens, boys.
Fuck.
Patriots.
I'm gonna pick Patriots solely because
May I remind you all, this is in Baltimore.
See, okay, here's the thing.
Yes.
Are you ready for this? Are you
Yeah,
ready?
hit us with it.
So, the team that dominates the Patriots from the AFC North is always Baltimore.
Yep.
But the last time they were able to do that was when they had their defense core together.
True.
So there's no Suggs, there's no Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, there's nobody there to dominate Tom Brady like they used to.
I mean, but.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Lamar's good,
Very good.
but what is Bill Belichick better than any other coach at doing?
Beating rookies.
Beating the shit out of rookies.
Technically, he's not a rookie. He's a sophomore. But same premise. I get what you're saying.
It's like Belichick can sit there. He can create the lowest scoring Super Bowl if he needs to. He can do this week.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I 100% believe Belichick could easily win this game if he really wants to. But
he wants to, because I think he honestly is like, if I lose Brady and this kid sticks around and thinks he can beat me, he goes, I'm screwed. He's
That
like
is a good point.
Putting him in the dirt this week.
that is a good point. Here's the thing, though. The Ravens' defense has actually been a lot better than a lot of people give it credit for. If you look at the game
no,
against the
it's been good.
Seahawks, they played the hell out of that game against Russell Wilson. They
But
probably
Russell
gave him.
Wilson-
Patriots give
not
up
Brady.
7 points a game. It's
I
insane.
understand.
But also
best
the
defense.
Patriot defense. No, the Patriots defense is not.
Here's
played
something you
good
got to remember,
against the
Cole,
top
though.
20 offense.
They just lost Josh Gordon. That's a big target gone. Julian
didn't
Edelman's going to
play.
have to do. Sorry, what?
He wasn't playing anyway.
He was playing. He just wasn't getting thrown to because he was out there to be an imaginary target for Brady, just to distract defenses. That's his whole thing.
They were not game planning around. Like, oh, Brady's gonna throw it to Gordon.
No, they weren't going to game plan around that, but at the same time, he was still a target. He was like Gronk, when half the time they wouldn't even use Gronk. He was still there.
Nah, they're not. I'm not too worried about. think
Look,
the
go
I
ahead, go
think
ahead.
the Patriots win solely for the fact that it's Brady. Brady's got his defense hasn't played anybody better than I think the 21st ranked offense.
Okay, that's
so,
true.
We don't know how well the Patriots defense is yet, but I think
They did
this is
have a
week
hard
it's like their
game.
come out party.
They did have a really hard game recently. I can't remember. I think it was last week that the Pats played. Right. So not last. Actually, the Browns. And granted, this is terrible conditions in Foxborough, but the Browns actually put up a decent fight against the Patriots, surprisingly. And if you remember back to when the Patriots played the Bills in Buffalo, they only won by 6. When they played decent defenses, and those defenses have stopped them and stuff and given them hard games, the Patriots don't look so great on offense. And if the Ravens
Their
can,
offense doesn't look that good.
and granted, yes, the Patriots defense is astoundingly better than it has been in previous years. Do not get me wrong. But I think with the ability to scramble like Lamar has, and with Mark Ingram and all his, Mark Andrews and all Lamar's targets.
Mark Ingram, are you kidding me? That man is old.
Yeah, but he's still balling. Have you seen the numbers he's still putting up?
No. No. I'm not
No?
letting you have that one.
No, you're not gonna let me have that one? Are you serious?
No.
He's still doing good for an old dude who's coming to the league. Okay, fine, whatever. But
Because think about it this way.
right.
What is Belichick going to tell them to do? Hey, you're going to have to beat us through the air.
Yeah.
You're not going to be allowed. He's going to stack the box.
Yeah.
He's going to leave a linebacker to spy him.
Of course.
And he's not going to. He's going to have to throw the ball. Yeah, Lamar's good at throwing a ball. But Belichick is great at disguising. I can't speak.
Of course.
Disguising his coverages.
Look, is this going to be Lamar's toughest game? Of course. But
Absolutely.
do I think he has the ability to win this game? With the talent that he has shown, especially with beating that Seahawks team in Seattle, that was one of the most impressive wins I've ever seen from one of a young quarterback. That shit was impressive. And that was in the rain, too. I think, especially at home, this crowd, it's going to be hard-pressed for Belichick. It's going to be a hard game for the Patriots. You guys are underestimating this team.
No, I still think the Ravens. I think if the team's going to win, it's going to be the Ravens. But I don't think they'd do it.
Last time we did this, I picked the Jets to beat the Patriots. I was way off on that, clearly. But I think I'm going to go.
That's why we don't trust you right now.
I know.
Again, aren't you?
I want to hear your pick first.
I'm picking the Patriots.
Okay, so you both are
It's not
picking the
gonna be a
Patriots.
blowout, but
No,
I just. It's the Patriots.
It's the Patriots.
it's Belichick and Brady, the best duo to ever
Yeah,
play the
true.
game.
I don't know if Lamar is good enough at throwing yet to beat.
He's probably not. He
He's
still
good.
makes some unwise throws, but his decision making in the
But
pocket, when
that's
to
gonna be the
escape.
difference in this game.
I know, but his decision making in the pocket, like when to escape, he's so next level. He's shown that it's like
Patriots are gonna make him panic, and then he's gonna fuck up.
I don't think he's
Yeah.
gonna. I think he's gonna have a lot more confidence than he think he will, especially after that win against Seattle. That was a big confidence builder for him. I'm putting it down.
their
Ravens
defense isn't
beat
100%
the Patriots this week, prime time. It's
still
happening.
It's still not outlandish to pick the Ravens.
I know it's not outlandish. I'm just saying this is the game. I think if it wasn't the Jets, it's gonna be a hard-fought game against the Ravens. Then
But like I said, they're supposed to. The Patriots lose a game they're not supposed to.
exactly, that's
This
true.
game they're like semi supposed to lose. So I'm like, yeah, they're gonna win.
I'm not
What do
gonna
the
argue
Patriots have
that.
on their schedule the rest of the season.
Oh, they have this third. They have the easiest
go
schedule.
They go through their second round in their own division, I believe. I know they have the Bills.
So they have the
Dallas.
Eagles, Cowboys, Texans, Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, Dolphins.
I think they'll probably lose to the Chiefs.
That's very viable, and
We'll-
they
we'll
could
see. I
also
think
lose
that
to
was
the.
in Foxborough.
They could also lose to the Texans as well. That's definitely possible. If the Texans, although they did just lose J.J. Watt, which is killer, but
Yeah, that is pretty. All right, but let's go to the next one. We know
last and well, second to last game. So we have the Monday Night Football game, Cowboys Giants.
I mean, I feel like the Patriots game and Ravens game should be the Monday night game, but okay.
It's not. I'm sorry. It's
I know,
Sunday
I mean,
night.
We picked a shitty game for Monday night.
Hey, it's what it is, man. It do
All
be
right,
like that.
all right. Everybody make a pick because
It's gonna be. By the way, I know a lot of you will probably think it's in New York, not in Dallas.
Who gives a shit?
It makes
I
a
don't care
difference.
about that.
It makes a difference. It makes a difference.
That's
Not in this because the Giants.
I'm going Giants.
Saquon can't save them.
I'm going Giants.
Are you really?
I'm going Giants.
Please don't be like this.
Oh, 100%. I'm going Giants. This is the game where this is what's his face's what's Daniel Jones coming out party.
I thought he already had that.
Well,
Yeah.
they hyped him up from 1 to 2 games and they act like he's Jesus. This is the game where he gets like blows up. This is the game.
No.
Yep. 100%.
Okay, so Cole and I are going Cowboys like
Oh my
sane
God.
people.
Exactly. Saquon
Disgusting.
can't save them.
He
Dude,
can.
Saquon is a
Daniel
next
Jones is
generation back. Saquon is a transcendent talent, but that's one thing he cannot do is carry a team by himself.
What does scare me is the fact that the Patriots did trade Martellus Bennett to the Cowboys, which boosts that D very highly. That is very worrisome. So that's
Yeah,
putting
so,
a hard
there's
pick in
that.
jeopardy.
Who's
That
gonna
is
stop Zeke?
probably no one. But at the
Exactly.
same time, the Cowboys defense is very rough up right now
Amari
too.
Cooper.
Who's gonna stop Daniel Jones? Who's gonna stop Saquon Barkley?
Literally every
Cowboys
okay, so
defense.
Saquon, I don't know. But
Hey,
Daniel Jones,
how many times the Cowboys?
Scored 2
Hey,
touchdowns.
the Cowboys lost to the Jets. They lost to the Jets.
Yeah,
but
they're
that was
not gonna let
because
that
they-
happen again.
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
because they underestimated the Jets. I really think they
Underestimated the
underestimated-
Jets. Okay.
Dude, they really did.
They did.
They just didn't show
They've
up.
also lost 3 other games, by the way, or 2 other games, by the way, not just the Jets.
They're not
But the
losing to the Giants.
When they lose to the Giants, Cole.
They're not
The Cowboys did not lose to the
Giants.
Cardinals.
No, but
Could
The
you even
Giants
name a
did.
Giants receiver? Can
Yeah.
you?
they have Sterling Shepard.
Don't they have
Okay.
Golden?
And the
no,
Cowboys have Amari Cooper.
somebody else.
I mean, that's very true.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna say this right now.
They have other Golden Tate. Golden Tate.
Oh, they're
thought
not
they had
beating the Cowboys.
They're not beating
Not beating the Cowboys.
Here,
All
just
right.
to make us seem like
No, I'm not. I'm literally think the Giants can beat the Cowboys. I have 100%. Well, not 100. I have 85% faith that the Giants can beat the Cowboys.
If they could not beat the Cardinals, they are not beating the Cowboys.
The Cowboys lost to the Jets. Everything else, I don't need to say a thing.
The Cowboys are gonna make the playoffs. They're not gonna.
No,
lose
they're
to
not.
Giants.
The Cowboys are not
They
making the
are.
playoffs. The only reason
They're
they make the
gonna win the
playoffs,
East. They're gonna win the
the only
East.
reason they make the playoffs is if the Eagles cannot do a thing to stop them.
The Eagles. They destroyed the Eagles.
That was
They're
a
gonna do it
that was a
second time, most
blimp, a
likely.
gimmick, a fluke.
The gimmick was losing to the Jets. That was the fluke.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That may have been a rough. All right. We have to pick the Thursday night game for next week. Chargers Raiders.
Oh fuck! Raiders.
I don't even want to watch
I
it.
don't even want to watch.
that.
Oh, come on.
So boring.
Not boring.
That does sound pretty bad. Honestly.
What is there to watch?
We got
Phillip
Philip
Rivers,
Rivers, Derek
Chicago.
Carr.
Yeah,
Phillip
Derek
Rivers
Carr throw to
seven.
who?
That tight end, Darren Waller.
That's about it. So five,
Wow.
yeah.
Such haters. I got the Raiders.
Give me the Chargers. I don't know why. Just give me the Chargers.
Ooh, all right.
Where is it? Well, I mean, actually, it really doesn't matter. They're like right beside each other.
Where is it? It is in Oakland.
I'm just taking
Chargers have a run game, I guess.
Kinda.
the Raiders. Just I don't.
I mean, they're just there.
So who are you
Well, I
picking,
mean, so are
Austin?
the Chargers, dude.
Yeah, but the Chargers have good running backs.
Yeah, but
The Chargers
nah.
don't have a defense though, and the Raiders kind of do.
I didn't know
Ish.
anything about the Raiders this year at all.
That's sad. You don't watch any afternoon games. You're always watching your Packers.
All right,
Really sorry.
Cole, did you pick, or Austin, did you pick the Chargers or the Raiders?
I picked the Raiders.
Oh, okay. Got it. Ooh, once again, Cole's alone. Shocker. All right, there it is. Those are our last. All right, so just to recount, just real quick. Week 7, Cole finished 1 win above me and Dan, and Austin
yeah,
finished
dude.
3
I'm in
behind.
last.
Austin's in last. And those we will find out who comes in what place next week's podcast.